Barry, welcome to the cast, man. We're here at the, man, welcome in. Dude, this is the No Agenda Student Ministry Podcast, until there is one, right? Because we got no agenda.
Yeah.
Barry, welcome in, man. You don't want to know why you're our first guest?
Why?
Because we couldn't get T-Bone a ride. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Amen.
We wanted T-Bone, we settled for you, but listen.
Ouch.
Here, okay, back off. I mean, T-Bone is greatness. Am I
He is
wrong?
great.
Yeah, when I told you
he's the
earlier, you
greatest-
were like humble about it. But
He's the greatest basketball player of all time.
he, at least in Bradley County.
Yeah.
T-Bone, where are you at? Welcome in. You need to come join us. All right.
Yeah.
My man Barrett here, he has been doing some big stuff.
Big stuff.
Big stuff.
Sure.
And look, he's even bragging on himself.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
But we brought you in to ask you a simple question.
Yes.
Are you ready for it?
Oh, yes.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses.
Whoa, why were you so ready to answer that?
100 duck-sized horses.
All right,
Why?
explain yourself.
All right, 100. Wait, one horse-sized duck, right? That's a.
That's a duck the size of a horse.
But he got a big old beak, so he can just like beak. A beak.
He got a big old beak.
But like, on the serious though, he has a big old beak, right? So like, he could just like peck at you the whole time.
Yeah.
But if you got 100 duck-sized horses, they just go neigh, and you just drop kick them all.
Maybe.
You think you could drop kick 100
I mean,
duck-sized
if they're
horses?
like in what I'm seeing right now, you know, like it's like those theaters.
What are you
where it's
seeing
like
right
this.
now?
I don't see much
All I
at
see is a
all.
back wall, a couple cameras.
What do you tell us what you see though? That's why you're here.
Yeah, that's why you're the visionary.
Visualizing, like I'm visualizing right now.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like those theaters with like they're lined up like this. If there's just like 100 duck-sized horses or whatever, you just drop kick them.
One by one.
Yeah, no, in groups because you can hit multiple. Like your legs like a donkey kick. You feel me?
Okay.
Or.
So you would turn your back.
My
Like
God.
100 duck-sized horses.
My guy, take a weapon or something.
Oh, I didn't know I could have weapons.
You can't. Oh, you can. You
Okay.
can.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have a
Back
weapon.
off.
Okay.
Back off.
Just you.
Just me. Oh yeah, I'll take the small one.
All right.
Oh,
The small one.
Wait. There's not an option for a small one.
There's
Again,
100.
Again, the
splits.
question is one horse-sized duck or
100. I want the 100 duck-sized
duck-sized
horses. I want
horses.
the 100 duck-sized
I
horses.
think you underestimate the real like size of a duck.
Yeah.
Have you ever encountered 4 or 5 ducks at one time? They
I seen them.
kind of
I seen them
intimidating.
I seen them like near water when I'm fishing and like. Are those geese? Those big
What's the difference between a duck and a
Okay.
goose?
Yeah. What do you think?
One's white with a yellow beak.
It's
One's
called a
white
bill, by the way.
with
It's
a
called
yellow
bill.
beak. I think those are orange beaks. Keep
No,
going.
No, it's yellow.
I
'Cause,
think
like,
that's
the
a
sun-
goose.
Okay, so is the sun yellow
Or a
orange?
swan. Actually, I think you're thinking of a swan.
Yeah.
You said white.
Are you talking about the pink things in people's yards? That's a flamingo.
Listen.
No.
The ones that have the long necks, that is a swan.
That's a giraffe.
No, that's a swan.
All right.
Let's move forward.
All right.
Barrett, okay. We could stay here a long
In his
time.
defense, he did check out of school for this. They were probably about to cover this.
Yeah.
You were probably
No, they were talking
to-
about like $90,000 and $50,000, which one I'd rather have more in English class.
In English
Which one
class.
would you rather have more?
$90,000, baby. Make that paper.
90,000 or 50,000?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously. Okay, good. You got that one right. The reason I asked.
So
is
you
because-
disagree with my answer to that?
No. I agree with your answer to take the 90,000. I wanted to ask because you were unsure about what a duck was.
Yeah.
I just know old McDonald had a farm one time.
1 minute ago, you were unsure about a duck.
All right, let's introduce him to while we're really here.
All right, man. Listen.
Don't touch that.
Barrett Burks, welcome. What school do you go to? What grade are you in?
Bradley Central High School, 9th grade.
I love it, man. You came from Lake Forest.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
go. A
And you're
Bruin and a
killing it.
bear.
Dude, Bruin, he's a bear on a bear, right? A Bruin is a bear, right?
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Well,
It's like a
do
baby
you know
bear.
what a Bruin is?
Yeah, it's like a baby bear. Because in UCLA, they're Bruins. So.
Don't you call those cubs?
No, they're Bruins. Wait, no, it's like a teenage bear then.
Teenage bear. A middle school bear.
A Bruin is a middle school bear.
Yeah.
So are there an elementary school around here named the Cubs?
Yeah, it's like Valley View because you're the Cubs.
Are they?
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually did not know
Yeah.
that.
It's fun
I
fact
love
of the day.
it. Hey, well, welcome in, man. Here,
Yeah.
truthfully, I gotta say this: you're one of my favorite students on the planet.
Yeah. Hey,
I felt like you were like creeping your hand up. I felt like you wanted it.
When I first met you, I thought you were going to be the president of the United States.
Hey!
But it turns out you got different plans. So.
But dude, look, there's somebody else. Okay. Have you met? What was that kid's name this summer at camp? What was his name? Remember?
Middle school camp?
Middle school camp.
Brantley.
Brantley. You remember Brantley? He looks like he could be your little brother.
Dude, for real, man. It was like he could be your little
Nah,
brother.
one time my mom, she sat down at the wrong table at Applebee's coming back from Florida because she saw a kid that looked just like me.
I don't know what's funnier. They all went to Applebee's or she sat at that table.
No, she about it. She did. She like
Oh,
looked
she
and she
did.
thought, but it wasn't. It was not me. There's only one
Same
me.
hair as you?
Yeah. No, my hair used to be slid back to the side. Like you remember? Like it used to be to the side.
I do remember.
Right, like Justin
Used
Bieber.
to
Like
be
when
a
I
very, used to be a very well cut gentleman.
Not now. You
Take your
know,
hat off.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Nice
trying
hair.
to get it like slid back to where it slid back naturally.
Okay,
I
that's
took the
fair.
hat off.
That's fair. Hey, but I mean, Dalton and I, you know, like, we wanted you on this cast.
Yeah.
Not because you're funny. Obviously, you're funny.
Obviously.
Right?
Wink,
Obviously,
wink.
you're funny. Obviously, you're funny. But because of your heart, right?
Amen.
And your heart in the Lord.
Yes.
Right, your heart in the Lord. So here's what I really want to know. Okay. So I asked you a question, but I want to ask you like the question.
Oh yes.
Okay. What did I tell you were coming on here to do?
You didn't tell me. You said that I was walking in, right? And I said, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick before I walk in here with DK.
No, but when I recruited you to come in for this
Before
podcast.
that.
Oh,
what
you're
I
going to
said-
preach. You're going to, like, give a little segment about, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want you to do. And here's
Right now?
That's what I want you to do. Because you fired me up. Because my man Barrett here, he has been, you've been FaceTiming.
Yeah, a little
Friends.
bit. It's been a little bit more inconsistent.
You've been
but we're trying.
FaceTiming to preach.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Let's go.
what does that look like? What do you mean you've been preaching on FaceTime?
Well, it's like, it's a cool... Because I don't think it's really heard of, you know? So, like, what we do is, like, sometimes it's 9:30. And I'm not the only one that does it. Like, there's people that are getting more bold and they preach, too. Like, and they're starting to talk about it and stuff. But, like, for me, it looks like just, like, God's blessed me with, like, a voice. Like, he's using me to somehow impact other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you were on there maybe and you were struggling with something, like, maybe I don't, like, have the best ideas to find scripture. Like, I just think of something, like, I pray about something, like, what to talk about, and then I go look up, like, scriptures that kind of support that.
It's awesome.
It's great, man.
And then when I do it, it's been a little bit more inconsistent lately, but, like, we're getting back on the track here. But, I mean, and it's different. Like, it's different than just meeting in a church. You're seeing people, like, not in church. You're seeing people in life.
Come on.
And, you know, people, prayer requests, you know, I found this thing like unspoken prayer requests, which I really didn't know was a thing. Like, and then people will say I have an unspoken prayer request, and that's powerful. And then
Is it a FaceTime?
yeah, it's
How
like
you get invited to this
well,
FaceTime?
it's really a group chat. It's like a family, you know. And there's some people. Sometimes we don't have FaceTimes. Like when I was on the cruise, I don't think they did. I don't know. I was completely out of here.
Off
but
grid.
off the planet, yeah.
You have to be, though.
Haiti was fantastic.
When you're in Bermuda. there's no
Bermuda.
signal.
I was in like Carousel and another
Okay, cool. You
place.
ain't gonna brag.
Nice.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Nice.
wow,
Flex,
wow.
man.
Okay,
Nice
cool.
cruise,
But
man.
hey,
Cool, my man,
Haiti
he's going on a
Haiti was
cruise.
fantastic.
Yeah, cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, get to go on a cruise, man. All right. So how many people are on these FaceTimes?
Oh, I don't know. It really fluctuates. Like we've had down to 4, but then up to like 14.
Hey,
That's
on
awesome.
FaceTime?
Yeah.
Do y'all trade out?
What do you mean? Like
Like,
preachers?
trade out preachers?
No, it's whoever wants to do it, and if nobody wants to do it, I'll do it. And sometimes I just want to do it myself.
I love that, man. I love that, bro. So talk to me. You learned what an unspoken prayer request is.
Yeah.
What
I
is
had
that?
no clue what that meant.
What is
I just
that?
heard that one time when I was watching some dude preach.
Hey,
on
don't talk
YouTube.
about it. It's unspoken.
Yeah. But like, what I found it, you wanna know how I found it?
He didn't get it.
But like,
Alright, go ahead.
but you wanna know how I found it? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. You said I learned what an unspoken prayer request.
Oh
is.
yes, I was watching a YouTuber. I mean, not a YouTuber, but like this dude that was preaching in California, and at the end he said, "Does anybody have any unspoken prayer requests?" And I just like this kind of thing came in my heart. He said, "Barrett," God was like, "Barrett, ask that tonight." And there's about 5 or 6 people that said, "Yeah, I do."
It's cool, man.
And I see
Yeah.
it now. And then there's this dude at my school that leads prayer meets, which is really cool. And he always says it. And I kind of learned that people really genuinely like mean stuff when they say, "I have an unspoken prayer request," because they're like, maybe not bold enough for something that's really happening. You gotta pray about. So yeah.
That's cool, man. It's awesome. I mean, Dog speak this too. I love, dude. Not just the fact you preaching on FaceTime, but man, you giving the opportunity for people to pray.
Yeah.
Because praying is important, right?
Prayer, I feel like that's one of the most impactful things. That and worship's the most underrated thing, like to me, because like worship, you really spend time with the Lord. Like me, I always try to have my hands up. I'm always like, I'll stop listening to a song and just sway and just, listen to my heart. Like, what's that?
What does
song?
that look like when you sway?
Just like I'm just here, eyes closed, just kind of.
Okay.
I can
Kind
sing
of
your
pray a
love,
little bit.
like sing your love forever.
What?
Yeah,
it's
sing
like a
on.
Celine Dion
Sorry.
song.
Oh, Celine Dion.
You worshiping to Celine Dion?
No,
You
no.
you worshiping to Celine Dion?
But I thought that was like a love artist. I don't even know who that is for real. My bad.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, let's okay.
Let's just keep moving forward. though.
Okay.
What year were you born?
2008.
I don't think Celine Dion has released a song since 2008.
Oh wait, baby.
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't. I can look it up. Hey man, Don,
Alright,
you take it.
look
I can look it up right
I
now.
forgot what that song was that I was playing.
Alright,
when
he's
I was
gonna look it up. Besides Celine Dion, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Well, I used to listen to rap. That was my thing. Go
Yeah.
to. But now I really try to cut that off as best as I can.
Okay.
But now I kind of listen to like country music, like Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, the OGs, man.
And then I listen to Zach Bryan. But I listen to a lot of worship
I
music.
love Zach Bryan.
I listen to a lot of worship music now. That's like
Awesome,
my
man.
main thing. But sometimes I'll go back to rap music because it's just like.
Yeah.
But like I really try to. Keep it up.
Sweet. Did you find out?
Yeah, I mean the last song she released her last studio album in 2013.
Okay.
She's
So that
looking-
was like a reunion.
She's
thing,
looking
probably.
yeah, she's looking to release 3 new singles in Colombia
Oh well, I do listen.
this year. So
Is that where you went on your cruise?
No.
Have you met Celine Dion?
No, I do listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers though.
Dude, this man loves the classics. I like
Wow.
that. I
But
respect
like
that.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is good stuff.
okay,
Yeah, dude.
just to clarify, I Can Sing Your Love Forever was like a 90s worship song.
What
Right.
even is that?
That
I like
Let's
Alan
Let's
Jackson.
sing it. Let's sing it.
What'd you say?
Amazing Grace. You know Alan Jackson's gospel album? That's my
Yes,
favorite.
dude.
That-
That's a
Sing it.
great
Hey,
song.
Amazing Grace, how sweet. That song.
That's not how that song goes.
Oh, something like that.
let's hit the note.
Amazing Grace.
I'm glad you feel called to preach, bro.
How sweet the sound.
Yes.
Something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know the rest.
Okay,
Okay.
I feel like you do know the rest, but
I feel
do
like
you do you sing on these FaceTime?
No. No.
So hey Bear, one thing that I like about you feeling called to preach at such a young age, I know a lot of people that felt that call in college, and instead of like serving in the church, reaching out to their friends, instead they were just like, all right, I'm called to preach, so I'm gonna do that when I get older. I love that you're already doing that. And so
Yeah.
who kind of inspired you to be faithful like at such a young age? Like who inspired you to start now?
Well, I mean, my dad doesn't ever call me a preacher, but like he really inspired me just to like be honest and like be like just like like he tells me like he sends me this stuff's really inspirational stuff and like
Yeah,
I really look up to him as a person, like
that's awesome, dude. So your dad,
yeah
that's super cool, and you got a lot of great friends too, right?
yeah they're funny. Yes.
Yeah, man.
They're a little bit of troublemakers, but yeah,
Okay.
we're a little bit rowdy.
I love it. Hey, so I do want you. I want you to preach
Whoa!
right here,
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
right now. Don, you cool with that? And I'm
Bro,
talking
yes.
like what? 2 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Can I set a timer on my phone?
I'll do it.
Yeah. Don will
Well,
set a
I
timer
don't know
for
what
you.
the.
I'll
Okay.
put it right
And
here.
here's what I want you to do, man. I want you to share what's on your heart.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Your 2 minute sermon. Go.
Okay, well, there's a lot, but I think I'm gonna talk about one thing, and it's that Christ has given us this gift of like forgiveness, but yet some Christians we still like to go. I'm not saying we all struggle, right? Like you may have struggled with an addiction, but you go back to it, and you don't even think like Christ is like, you're like, I did it again. I'm too far, and like, but He's given this gift of forgiveness, and what He's kind of teaching me is that like, I'm forgiving you for maybe lying or like a white lie, or something to get through. Like laziness and stuff like that, but he's like, try to fight out of it, because like when people get stuck, they don't like to fight, they like to stay there, you know what I'm saying? And me, I just, as a person, I'm kind of learning myself that God's gonna help me with forgiveness. I might as well just keep serving, because I make mistakes, everybody slips up, and I mean Jesus was crucified for spreading His word, so I'm not gonna be crucified for spreading the word. And that's another thing, is being bold. To me, that speaks, like actions speak louder than words, but in religious standpoint, I think your actions as a person, you're going to mess up. There's slip-ups, there's miss-ups, there's things that you'll mess up on, but, like, your speaking, that to me is what kind of draws me to people. Like, how they speak and, like, how they move and stuff. Like, those are, like, the kind of bases that I'm learning right now, that He's given me those 3 gifts to keep moving up, I guess, and, like, kind of mastering that. But I feel like, lastly, is that, that there's people around me that were lost. I called you about that the other day, and I was like, man, there's some people I see at school. They give their life to Christ and all that, and then they just don't care, And like I said, people mess up, but it's like they're not even making an attempt to change, and they're just staying like that, and they think Jesus is like a get out of jail free card in Monopoly.
Oh.
And
Is that true?
in a way, yes, but no. I think he's forgiven. That's how. But you gotta stay with him. You gotta stay loyal with the Lord. You can't flock away.
I love that.
It's like something about flocking away with a shepherd or something in the Bible.
Boom.
Damn,
2 minutes.
A 2-minute sermon right there.
Yeah.
I love that. So we're forgiveness, boldness. What was that final one?
Like, I don't even know. That was just whatever.
Forgiveness, boldness.
Don't stray.
Don't stray.
There you go.
And what is it? Connection. Forgiveness, boldness, connection.
The
Because you want to be
FBC.
connected to the vibe.
FBC.
You gotta be connected. To the vibe.
For forgiveness, boldness,
Connection.
connection.
Yes.
Hey.
All right. Let me ask you this last question, and we'll be done. All right.
Okay.
So, truly, I love what you're doing because you talked about, man, people who may never come to church may jump on those FaceTimes. They may hear it, and you may be the only Bible that anyone ever sees. You may be the only Jesus that anyone ever sees, right? Because our calling, and I think you're doing it, man. Our calling is to live a life that reflects Jesus, like Jesus, right? And so being on FaceTime, calling your friends in, praying for them, being bold enough to preach is a big deal. Man, what would you do if Jesus popped in this room right now?
I don't know. Probably give him a hug. Honestly, that'd be.
You're a lucky day. We got Bub Jesus in the room.
Ah!
Bub Jesus
That dude
joined
is
us.
shredded. You see this guy?
Oh,
That guy.
I want to be like him.
Come
Bub
on.
Jesus.
You should.
Hey, turn him towards the camera, man. He is literally ripping the arms off.
No,
the
you gotta
cross.
like,
Yeah.
you know the bodybuilder
ripping those
pose,
arms
like
off
the
that cross.
like,
Come on.
like the Jim Bro joint.
Hey, so this is our favorite picture. Barrett, show the people your favorite picture. Show the people what's
Oh,
on your
yeah.
wallpaper right now.
McQueen, baby.
Lightning
Oh,
McQueen.
man.
Hey, we'll end it there. Bro, I appreciate you. I'm proud of
Thanks
you.
for coming, man.
Barrett, you're the man. I cannot wait to get more phone calls, to hear about more times you're spreading the word, preaching. I love it, bro. Keep doing it. Cool?
Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you for being on the No Agenda Student Ministry podcast
Not till
until
we have
there is
one.
one, right? So there's no agenda. We might have one next time, but
Hey,
who knows?
God bless, go Buckeyes.
Well,
That's
I don't know
what
about that.
Oh.
Where's that?
No.
Peace.
End it there.
Get out. End it.